Come on, spontaneous views. Hold up. Let me throw this shit out of here. Forget that. Okay, I'm gonna talk real brief about this Troy Ave, Maino, my son. First, before I begin, man, we can't be hypocritical about saying we gotta do better for the community, and our community, I should say. We gotta do better, and we need to come together. And I've always been, and I hate to be the pessimistic type, but you know, we're not gonna come together, yo. It's too much hate, it's too much jealousy, it's too much envy, it's too much pocket watching, people wanting the jealousy. You got all these things happening in this situation with Troy Ave. So, real brief. I don't know if a lot of you may know, about 6 years ago now, there was an incident that happened at Irving Plaza with Troy Ave. He was supposed to be doing an event. We're doing a show with T.I. and other acts that was there, other rappers that was there. It was a show that was that night. So you had Maino, Taxstone. Taxstone is a guy that he was a podcaster. Actually, Taxstone was really one of the originators of doing podcasts. Like, he was like one of the first ones to do it. Of course, you had Maino. Maino was a rapper. He had a song called it was a hit record, and damn, I done forgot the name of the song just that fast. Yeah, Hi Hater. I don't know if y'all guys ever remember that, but I don't know. It's probably been almost 10 years since that song been out. But you got my son, but my son kind of came in on the back end, so I don't really want to put him in this. This situation is really dealing with Taxstone and Troy Ave. So real quick, I'm gonna go over what I've been hearing about the incident that happened in Irving Plaza. Taxstone was already in the building, chilling, crowded. Troy Ave came in with his homie Banger, R.I.P. Banger, because he's a very intricate part of the situation, because unfortunately he lost his life that night. So apparently the narrative was going around saying that Taxstone and Troy Ave had a beef, whatever this beef was. I didn't even know they had a beef, but again, I'm not in New York, so I don't know. So Troy Ave came into the building. I guess they're, mingling through the crowd. And apparently this is what Troy Ave is saying, and this is court documented. They just had the court case a couple weeks ago about the situation. So apparently Troy Ave and Banger was walking through the crowd. Taxstone sees them, and from his testimony, from Troy Ave's testimony, he's saying, hey, what's popping? So when you saying what's popping, that's like I don't want to say it's a threat, but it's kind of like an indirect threat to, like, yo, what's up? What you about to do? Like, what we doing? Keep in mind that Troy Ave was going there to do a show. So I don't know what type of time Taxstone was on, but Taxstone apparently had a gun, and once he said what's popping, he went to go aim and basically let off a shot and hit Banger, Troy Ave's homie. So they got the tussling, and from the news report and when the video that they showed on TV, they only showed Troy Ave with the gun walking through the club shooting a gun. So it made it seem like he the one that killed Banger. But even when you look at the situation, I'm like, why would he kill his own homie? Because from his testimony, he's saying that he didn't have a gun in the place. Taxstone did. So fast forward, they already had the trial. Unfortunately, Taxstone is being sentenced. I don't know when that sentence is going to be, but he has a sentence coming up. He was found guilty on charges, basically attempt murder charge. They tried to pin this on Troy Ave. Troy Ave obviously got off, but he had a sentence in, I think, a week or two ago. They didn't say how much time he had, but he has to do time. Now, this is my thing. regardless of what was going on in this situation, it's very unfortunate because at the end of the day, a man lost his life, and he honestly was kind of like a bodyguard or like security for Troy Ave, and he the one that wound up getting killed. You know, the situation is sad because now after everything, you got Maino who was coming in, and Maino is giving his narrative of the situation, and he was in the building also. What's making Maino look kind of weird is that, for one, that night, Troy Ave lost his chain. If this was your homie, Maino says he's homie. They've done songs together. Him and Troy Ave have done songs together. If this is your homie, why are you holding on to his chain for 6-7 years? Then you do a video clowning the chain, saying, oh, it's fake and all this and that. But then you're caught on videos, multiple videos, wearing the chain. So I'm going to be honest with you. From my standpoint, you know, I'm going to need more information on Maino about this. Like, he did a video trying to clear the air. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even look at it. Because honestly, you looking kind of weird right now, and then your narrative of what happened that night, you were saying you was the last person there, but police reports saying that nobody stayed. So your whole narrative of what happened and what you did and your involvement is kind of sketchy. So I don't know if you're trying to just paint this picture to try to help Taxstone, which is honorable. I can understand that. That's your man's. But you can't be going around on video capping. Now, again, I don't have no horse in this race. I don't, like, I used to rock with Troy Ave music back in the day. Maino, like I said, I really never really rock with the, you know, he had that one single. He had a couple of singles, songs, whatever. I don't really be rocking with him like that. Like, he cool and everything, but that ain't something I'm going to be playing in my car. The point I'm trying to make about this is that us as black people, black men, I should say, not even black people, black men, we have to come to a grip to understand that, unfortunately, we're never going to come together as a community. And the powers that be feeds off of this information. Well, they feed off of us doing what we do to ourselves. New York is a state that where you can't even carry guns. So why are you even in Irving Plaza, for that matter? Why are you even there with a gun, regardless of who had the gun? Because the narrative is, oh, Troy Ave had the gun, Taxstone had the gun, and this whole seesaw thing. And it's like, yo, we in 2023. When are we going to start being real about stuff? Like, if you real enough to bust a gun or carry a gun, then be real enough about the narrative that you're trying to spill on a situation. Like, at the end of the day, it's video out. So at least keep it real about what's really going on, because all you're doing is having multiple blogs or videos or people on YouTube basically taking sides of what's going on, and nobody is really being straightforward on what's really going on. That's why you got some people is rooting for Taxstone, some people is rooting for Troy Ave, and now you got my son who was basically saying, trying to keep the street code about him testifying. Now, let me touch on this real quick. And this is the capping stuff I be talking about when I made that battle rap video a couple weeks ago. This is the capping stuff I be talking about with people that quote unquote street. If my son or anybody else was in that situation or in that predicament, and you're saying that your man's got killed, you're telling me that you're not going to testify and to tell the truth, not only to clear your name, but to make the situation look like, well, I didn't kill my own homie. So you stop capping. You're not going to sit up here and say you're not going to testify. See, this BS street code that's going around, that's backfiring on people. This no snitch code that they going around. Let me tell you something. I'm a civilian. If I'm walking in a club with my brothers or cousin or whoever, and we get into something and they get killed, bruh, I'm going to testify against whoever did the shooting. You could call me a snitch or not. And that's the capping I be. Look, I said this before in a video. You never know what position you will be in unless you're in that position. You don't know what you're going to do in that situation. I keep saying stuff like that. You got people that think they so street, but they ain't never been in that kind of predicament. You cannot say that, oh, Troy Ave is a rat for saying or testifying on stand. He's basically trying to clear his name. The narrative was going around saying that he shot Banger, his homeboy, his security guard. Of course he's going to go and testify. Who wouldn't? Come on, man. We got to see, this is what I mean by society and how we view stuff. We got to stop the cap. You know good and well if that was you, you're not going to sit there and just allow that narrative to go on. You basically killing your own homie. Now, keep in mind, Banger has family. He has brothers. He has a mother, father. He has family. Are you telling me that you're willing to just sit there and say, you know what? I'm just going to let this ride and I'm not going to testify. I'm not going to clear my name. I'm going to let this narrative go that, yeah, I shot my homie. Come on, man. Now they making songs about each other, talking about this and talking about, bro, we got to stop the cap, man. Like this is getting out of hand, man. And at the end of the day, now I don't want to say people are teasing Troy Ave for testifying, but he still has to do time despite everything that's happened, even though the narrative was he was the aggressor. But like I said, there's video out that's basically pointing a finger at Taxstone. Like, I don't, this is what I don't get. Nowadays, you can have video evidence of stuff that's happening of a situation happening, and you can still get off on stuff. That's crazy to me. Man, I don't know, man. Like, at the end of the day, it's a sad story. Like I said, a man lost his life, you know, this is 6 years ago. Maino, now he has to clear his name because, to be honest with you, he's looking crazy right now. You done made a whole 30-minute blog teasing this man about not having no money, having his fake chain and all this and that. And there's videos out with you wearing the chain. Then you trying to save face, trying to make it like, no, that video was old. That was cap. It came out that the Irving Plaza situation happened like in April or May or like 2016. And it shows video you having it, timestamp of your video happened after that, like in October, like September, October or something like that. It's making you look crazy. And like I said, I'm not taking no sides. I'm just saying, look, man, we got to do better, man. It's messed up out here. R.I.P. Banger, man. But I'm going to have to make a part 2 to this because this is crazy. Come on, spontaneous views. I'm out.